probably jumping in a second here. Starting this like a week fucking later.
Hey, that at least means we have everything.
Yes. Yes, yes it does.
Because the internet has no chill.
Blind run with an asterisk? Because I'm technically labeling this as blind because I have not played this game. I've been in and out of streams. I've had things spoiled because internet has no chill. And as we always make a joke about, me and Carson are pale as fuck. But unlike other Pokemon games where you actually start this, you can start customizing your character. Use my name.
You can customize their hair color and stuff later. You don't have to fuck with the hairstyle and stuff.
No, I'm making a point that you can do it at the beginning.
Yes, you can do it at the beginning.
No. I have to say it because that's fucking cool. I am taking a drink of tea.
I've always made a joke about if you want.
And I had to make sure I spelled my name right because sometimes I misclick. Yep. Okay. C-A-R? Yeah. T-E-R. Okay.
I made a joke about it's like if you...
Yeah.
You can do the change hairstyle and change the look.
No, like, we need to at least kind of show all...
I know the hairstyle you can change later. I don't know if you can...
No, you can, like, and I wanted to talk about this for, you can do colors and shit. And they actually mixed all the hairstyles. They're not gender specific anymore, which is the best.
Though, well, it's one of those, it's nice that they're not like genders are there and stuff. At the same time, it's like...
yeah, Pompadour.
Even though that's not... Wait, no, go back to the fucking Pompadour. That is not a fucking Pompadour. I thought Pompadour was stupid long.
That's like technically a more Japanese style Pompadour, which is funny because this is... Yeah, okay, you can change the color.
What I was going to say was the, like... What I was going to say was the... Like,
oh, there's like... Oh my god, yes. Violet. Scarlet.
Violet and Scarlet, of course they are.
Silver. Asper. I just wanted to at least... I'm not going to spend that long in here. I just wanted to look at the options.
What I was going to bring up was a, funny thing, just all the hairstyles, that's nice and whatnot. I noticed, I swear, because they're not, gender specific anymore, and it's all just a single list, I swear the total hairstyles in this game is way less than, the female trainer.
You get some extra options!
From, X and Y.
I'm just looking at some of the... some of the... There are some cool hairstyles in here, though. I've only been here, 5 minutes. Because I found some stuff I like, and I can change it in game later anyway. And a lot of the times in games like this, I wear stupid helmets, so...
That's why I said...
language, English, and, my name. I have to make sure I type that correctly sometimes if I'm not paying it.
That's why I had said that I thought, in the older games you were forced to keep the stupid hat on, so I was going to, in a lot of ways, I almost feel like the hair doesn't matter, because it's probably going to...
You can actually go without hats and stuff in this game, but a lot of people like some of the more ridiculous helmets.
Because there's that not Daft Punk helmet.
Yes. I said I know everything and nothing.
Because the internet was Chiana that I hear. Now that we've passed the...
That's fucking...
Before you say the thing, now that we've passed the character creator, I was going to say, this is a joke I've always made, when, if you want to avoid spoilers for, a game or movie or something, genuinely, do not go on the internet until you...
Go hide out in the cave.
Do not go on the internet until you have fucking played it. Because it doesn't matter if you don't actively look it up. The YouTube algorithm will be like, hey, you watch this Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. You know, you must want to see this Pokemon and Scarlet and Violet full final boss and ending. Oh, god damn it!
It's the boy!
You mean the disappointment?
What do you mean disappointment?
I thought people were complaining that the thing was poopy.
No! It is fast enough and strong enough to be useful. Everyone's complaining about the evolution method being a pain in the ass and kind of broken. Mm-hmm. And then Revival Blessing is obnoxious. It's just... What's so damn funny to me is so many other Pokemon are so much faster and more offensive that singles turn into... There's no time for... No, singles turn into, there's no time for Revival Blessing, I'm just going to nuke you with bullshit.
Isn't that what singles has always been?
Da-da-da-da-da.
You people think you won't stall, but you don't.
We'll talk about it when we get there, even though people are still running stall teams.
Of course they are, because...
The sweats are sweats, cousin.
Yes. Especially when something gives them free wins. Because I'm sorry, if you pilot stall, that shows your lack of skill.
Even though a lot of people argue that it takes more skill to use a stall team.
Oh yeah, it takes Alakazam level brain power to click, protect, and recover on fucking Toxapex. Gotta have a college level degree to comprehend that strategy.
You should have been more cynical and said it takes a Alakazam level brain to click Painful Bunker, because that's just better protect.
Yeah.
But it's protect, but
it's a protect styled move. My point.
No, protect style move with a good bonus.
My point is, you click 3 fucking moves. You stockpile. After you stockpile, Painful Bunker. After that, recover. Repeat the cycle until your opponent dies.
This movie was better in 3D in theaters. That's what this makes me think of, like those like mid-2000s. Everybody was making 3D movies before the industry decided, fuck it, no more 3D movies, and now it's as if 3D never existed in theaters.
Because IMAX actually became like the sort of really big thing. Which is funny, because I believe IMAX is way more expensive to have. Yeah, that's another thing, as soon as you get the
I'm going to cut the autosave off, even though there will be an unfortunate risk in doing that.
I thought people all said that, like, some of the Appleton...
No, they're...
I thought some people said that the, like, autosave is part of what was causing...
No! Hold on, we will talk about that. Look through the options. Yeah, okay, it's like the standard. Do manual for now. Give nicknames. Autosave. I'm just looking at... Yeah. Show nicknames. Skip cutscenes. I'm going to leave that off for a minute. The problem with the game, and I can sit here for a minute before moving on, there are conflicting reports. Some people said the autosave will be good because it restores you to a save point if the game catches fire. Other people have said the autosave helps extend that memory leak issue.
Yeah, I've been hearing people say the autosave is what causes the, like, memory leak and stuff.
I've heard conflicting reports, and that's the problem with this game, where this game is being shat on.
Especially, because some of those problems apparently only exist on pirated copies. Oops, did I say that out loud?
Every year with Pokemon, people always get pirated copies. And they always work. infinitely worse than intended.
Like, it's not just Pokemon. That's with any game.
Yeah.
You go dig deep enough in forums related to a game, and you'll find people complaining about an issue that's because they like pirated the game or are running it on like an emulator or whatever. It's just that most other series don't have enough anchored perception for that to be a death knell. Pokemon and Sonic are the only two series that have such an anchored perception, and now that people will all just take that at face value and not think for themselves and just think that the game is garbage.
I will do some actual commentary in this commentary in a minute. I'm just reading the text and trying to focus.
Focusing.
No.
Actually, you know, what people are right. 0 out of 10. You don't have a hot mom in this game.
She's a solid 6.5, 7. Even though other people are making terrible jokes about that too.
A fucking course. Never doubt the thirst. Ha.
I will talk more between reading text and shit, because I have my own sort of opinions on a few things, where Pokemon has always had a piracy problem more than any other game, where people will steal the ROMs and ISOs and shit, and then complain, oh no, the game is broken. No. And a lot of reviews, and this was a conflicted report I could never get an answer either way on. A lot of review copies, apparently, people who reviewed the game, actually, there are conflicting reports that a lot of the review copies did not have that day one patch.
Well, because it's a day one
No,
patch.
but apparently other people...
if they got it like a week beforehand, that would need...
No, apparently other people no, reviewers had that day one patch a week in advance because they knew that reviews would need it, and the game is still garbage. That's the same. Okay, cool. Nice. I'm gonna be kind of cynical. Now, some streams and other people I was hanging out with were enjoying the game, and I will acknowledge that memory leak issue is a problem.
I won't acknowledge it if we encounter it.
No, it's a known enough issue where I can at least say, yeah, there is a problem. Except, and I will comment on that more, if we do start to encounter it. I think I'm about to get a starter choice. I might save here.
It's not quite, remember how there was that scene from the trailer of the one girl saying, "Are you these three's trainer?" Well, basically, what will happen? Because I've seen shit. I've seen shit because again, the internet has absolutely no goddamn chill. You're shown all three of the starters here, but you can't immediately pick them. You pick them, I believe, when you walk to the school, and that's where the one scene of, the one girl, "Are you these three's trainer?" and then that professor walks up and is basically like, "No."
Mm-hmm. Stupid cat. Stupid crocodile.
The boy.
Stupid duck. Damn it. Damn it, I can't advance because I was thinking about something my girlfriend said where she stole the meme where she had seen the spoilers for the evolution, was calling fucking Quaxley the bisexual dog. And I'm just like, no, I get it.
The funny thing is, because most people, hadn't seen the evolution. Didn't most people think Quaxley was going to be a pirate?
Yar-har. Only pirates are the fans.
Ha ha!
Da-da-da-da-da-da.
they'll also remember when fucking Ku basically said that Quaxley was going to become a knight and had a signature move where it would ride a water horse. Get it? Because it would be a seahorse. I'm not going to say what the final form is. All I'm going to say is that didn't fucking happen.
Also, since we were talking about it, and other people are complaining about this, but this does work. So in between the dialogue while I'm reading, but so there is a known issue with a memory leak where the game memory isn't contained properly and expands out and causes issues.
Yeah, so when you get control again, I think you should save right here because of that. Yeah, you should probably save.
Oh yeah, let's look at that hotkey. That's great. At least.
Nice.
Now, what I was going to say, I'm saving and I'm also going to be resetting for the starter. If you do start encountering memory issues, now this doesn't completely fix it. Go to the home screen, close the game, and relaunch it, because when you launch a save, it has to start over, and the cache of memory...
Well, because you're exiting the game, and so the... RAM or ROM? Which one's write-only memory?
That's ROM, because
What was
right...
RAM?
Something, I think it... I never remember this. Isn't it like active memory?
I think.
I'm gonna be safe.
Basically, the, like... Also, isn't there a run button?
It was one of the triggers, and I forgot about that, because unless I missed it in the text. No, like, it's one of the triggers, which is kind of unusual, but that's also fine. Oh, and actually, before I walk up to the starter, just because I want to be cynical for a second, this one bit, and you're clipping in the floor, buddy.
They both are.
Oh my god, okay. Now, you see, I can be funny as hell, and, like, that amuses me, and it doesn't break the game, and it kind of makes me laugh, because that's not a glitch. But this one big YouTuber that's has this kind of weird hatred for modern Pokemon games keeps complaining that it is the most idiotic decision that the menu is on X. And he's like, oh my god, why do they keep putting the menu on X? What game does it, like, Pokemon... No, this is me. He doesn't directly word it this way, but it's like, why X? And he gets hung up, and it's like, why is the menu button X? And he kind of has this air of, who the fuck does that? Like, what game puts a menu on X? And he literally, in his sort of review and analyzing thing, put a negative. And I'm sorry, this is just absolutely stupid to me. No offense, and if you follow Pokemon, you might know who I'm talking about, but, like, that is the most non-issue ever. The menu button, the menu being X, is not that fucking weird.
Especially because of a hilarious thing. Now someone might point, and it's like, oh, this was like back in the 90s. People didn't know what they were doing. The, like, PlayStation buttons, the reason square is a square, I believe it was supposed to be like a piece of paper, like a document. So they intended for square to be what would open menus in games.
Yes.
And because 3D was new and scary, wasn't triangle, because it was, like, pointed, supposed to be, like, a viewpoint camera thing?
Triangle was the head for viewpoint, square the paper for menu, and then the circle and X was based on how Japan does yes and no's.
Which, if you play enough Japanese games, you'll notice that. Like, like those terrible sound mini-games in Kirby, in Dreamland 3, when you get them right, you get a circle, when you get it wrong, you get an X.
Yes.
And I think Lilith in Darkstalkers, her super where she makes the opponent dance, because of course that's an attack, and Darkstalkers, if you do it wrong, I believe she flips a sign that has an X on it. and now you get the choice.
Yeah.
Though, because it's one of those walk up and, yeah, you have to walk up and choose it so you could actually save
I could actually save
right here. Because
I always save scum and reset for natures and shit. And probably, what I'm probably going to do, as kind of a weird choice because of dumb other team ideas I had, is I'm probably going to pick the fire starter, which is kind of unique. So, grass starter, fast as fuck, physical attacker with a decent special attack, mid-speed physical attacker with a good way to get speed, slow as fuck special attacker with decent physical attack,
but is also the fattest.
Where you can offset your kind of middling speed with the fact that this thing eats hits like a motherfucker.
Yeah.
And I had dumb enough ways to circumvent the kind of crap speed with my team synergy. So, ideally, because it's a playthrough, I would ideally want Modest. I know you can buy Nature Mints in this game.
No, they're apparently later on.
They're later, and they're 20,000 apiece.
Of course they are.
But,
of course they are. Because, like I said, internet, no chill. Try to avoid the spoilers, and they'll always end up finding you.
Oh, damn it. Oh, it's because it started out with it. Didn't notice actually. What? That's cool. I had to.
What?
What?
I'm sure the answer to this is probably it didn't fit. If you're doing that, why didn't you name it Crocomire?
Because that's going to be my competitive one, you dipshit. I'm not burning that nickname on the fucking playthrough starter. Sorry, buddy. You will be replaced.
You could just, unname the starter one later.
That's not how this works. The problem is...
As always, you, wait, actually, do you have to do a battle? I actually don't remember. You might not immediately start the battle. But because, you know, modern game, you start with the, like, super effective move, which is useful. So even if we do have to go through the battle constantly and check this, it shouldn't be that.
I'm just trying.
It shouldn't be that long if you just keep.
I am a fucking type of person that, while not shooting for the most optimal nature ever, is at least shooting for something that doesn't inherently ruin how a Pokemon would be suited for. And because my autosave is off, I can't...
Oh, actually...
Oh, thank Christ.
You do... Oh, perfect.
I don't... Map. Where's my Pokemon team?
Because you haven't gotten into the battle yet,
No, I have...
So what I was going to say is I don't think... I'm not sure if you actually can check it right now or not.
Oh, no, you can. It's...
Oh.
No. Oh, yeah! No, I remember people talking about this. Hold on, I have to make a note, because this is cool, but it's just weird getting used to. There is no party menu.
Everything is just a single menu now?
Yeah, the party's just over here.
Oh, that's useful.
Because there's...
Okay, so then the check summary.
Moment of truth, boys. Hasty.
Isn't that pure neutral? Wait.
Speed up, defense down. Yeah, no. Damn it.
Redo.
Damn it. Okay. Murger.
Hasty to get rid of that nature.
We'll be right back. Likely coming back at the moment, since you can get nature mints, and this is a true neutral nature, no positives, no negatives. And I can just mint the playthrough team, and I'm not trying to get the most super optimized team ever, But I am trying to at least get a nature that's not going to hinder what this Pokemon does. And you can see, just naturally, 22, 11, 10, 10, 11, 10. Like, that's actually incredibly good.
Making it look like unless you got completely RNG.
And actually, I like having a neutral nature for a separate reason.
Unless you got completely RNG screwed because a bunch of those numbers being close, that makes it where it seems like you also got fairly...
This starter, unfortunately, suffers from a problem of it doesn't actually get a lot of special moves until way later, forcing you to run some physicals.
You start with Ember. That's not that bad.
No, I'm talking about the learn set as it levels up.
And I don't know
No,
later.
Ember is a good special attack at the beginning, but then you start getting like Fire Fang and Crunch and shit, and it's like, god damn it, game.
Because of course they have to give the Crocodile, all the biting moves.
Yeah. And so having contingency physical attack on the side for a minute until I sort of optimize into a slightly better nature with the mints, because you can buy those in the story, and I will burn 20k for that crap. But neutral is fine for me. Go get him, Norfair. Burn, baby! Slow as fuck, but tanky as hell. Good example of what I was talking about, though.
Also, the game, okay, because I'm that's an infinite point of a contention. The game starting, like, them shifting stuff around where the rival actually picks the one you beat, I actually think is smarter design than the other way around, because starting was a stab move, and it being the one you beat, it teaches you about super effective basically at the beginning of the game.
Beginning of a game, and it starts to set you up in a positive way.
Plus, it also, in a lot of cases, unless you are actively stupid, makes it where you basically can't, fail your first fight.
It helps teach type synergy.
Because I don't care what anyone says, losing your first battle purely because the game crits is total bullshit.
Yes, it is.
I do love how, wasn't it in Sword and Shield, if you get a crit, Hop says the, beginner's luck?
Yes. No, they actually acknowledge, and it's the funniest fucking shit. The game points out, hey, you got a crit, lucky asshole. Because that can happen, and it's dumb as hell.
Because I think in like an RPG or something, your first battle, the first tutorial battle, I honestly feel should be unlosable in a game, especially if the only reason it is losable is because of something shit like accuracy or crits. Because again, I don't care what anyone says, as much as I love SMT4, being able to lose in the fucking demon recruiting tutorial is total horseshit, and I should know because I literally had that fucking happen.
He is the bisexual duck.
The first time I played, I literally had, even though I was in the tutorial, the game just did not join me, and because it was the recruiting tutorial, I could only choose the talk command, so I don't believe I could heal. So I literally died at the beginning of the game because I couldn't do anything else. Then as soon as I reload, choose to not listen to the tutorial because I can heal, I recruit. I recruit the first thing, man.
Yeah, okay.
And I believe that's why SMT5, I think, actually did make the first demon you talk to that is the recruiting tutorial. I believe it is fixed.
Okay, it seems like you kind of also just auto-run with a full stick tilt, and the one thing just kind of recenters the camera, so that's fine. Yeah. And you've had... Yeah, I have the let's go. You just... The game doesn't point that out. You can call back. Yeah. It works. Camera. Yep. Okay. I can work with that.
Just go do the thing.
I'm trying to figure out the controls! And everyone's obsessed with that, and I can agree, that's fun as hell. It's actually a fun button combination.
You have that slide.
Run, slide!
Jump, jump,
Slide.
slide.
Land! Damn it. I know you're quoting the Mega Man, but it just makes me think of the Simpsons movie.
Simpsons movie.
Rest!
Rest.
Oh, my whipping arm! Booyah. Booyah. We'll actually talk about Pokemon in a minute.
Because right now we're in hand-holding tutorial, even though I feel like you need hand-holding to a tutorial for stupid people, but even then, there's sometimes the people are so stupid they don't listen to it and still find a way to fuck up when the game makes it unfuckable.
It's time for the question of the day and my overall thoughts on the topic. So anyway, how is the audio balancing? I try to ask that at the start of a new Let's Play. Overall, I think the audio balancing is fine, but if you want any adjustments made, please let me know. I try to balance the audio so that me and Carson are not being drowned out by the game audio, and I think I had a good balance for the game audio where it's decently audible but not super loud, and I also don't think it's really that quiet. But the problem is some of the audio has slight increases where the audio peaks a little bit and becomes slightly louder, whereas other moments become slightly more quiet. But I think I do have a decent balance with my current settings, but I would make adjustments if people wanted any. But anyway, you can leave your thoughts, opinions, and answers in the comments, or you can leave them on social media. All of my social media links, as well as my Discord links, are in the video description. Now, as always, I need to be a shill for a minute. If you subscribe to the channel and if you follow me on social media, that really helps our communities grow. But anyway, I hope you all enjoyed the video, and I hope I will see you all next time. So, as always, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, or good night, everybody. I hope you come back someday. See you later.